kinds of VTubers. And if you're a beginner in and you've done any bit of research, you will be collecting references and creating a mood board. So first, let's talk a little bit about collecting references. What sites should you collect references from? My two favorites personally are compatible drawing apps and tips and tricks when designing a model. Some of the compatible art programs are Adobe Photoshop, which is what I am going to be using in this video. Some more examples are Clip Studio Paint, Krita, which is a invisible layer boundary around the canvas, which makes things a little bit harder in Live 2D Cubism later down the line. So if you're a Procreate user, make sure to look out for that. A solution that I've seen and heard about is with Clip Studio Paint. I'm going to be doing it with Photoshop. You'll want to crop your canvas to help avoid some of the issues you might run into with CSPs. So I'm just going to crop the edges just like this, and then we hit enter, and then we can send it over like that. And of course, if you don't see your art program here in this list, you can look it up to see if you can export it as a PSD file is the key. Make sure you could export it as a PSD. You could even make a few layers of random things and tests, upload it to Live 2D, which you'll be able to learn how to import your model into Live 2D in my second episode in this series. And you could do a test upload to Live 2D Cubism to see if it works before committing to a whole art piece. We're going to keep revisiting this document that you see here. And if you join my Discord and scroll down, you'll be able to find the Saya YouTube handouts, which is where this will be. And also if you scroll up a little bit, you will be able to find a list I started putting together as well that talks about art programs you can use to make art for Live 2D Cubism. So here's a few more in here that you may not have seen on the other list. And we're back to our handy dandy Google Doc. So here's some tips for drawing your model for Live 2D Cubism. So first is separate layers. When you're drawing your model, try to use as many layers as possible. I am not super good at this, as I'm usually drawing in a super painterly style, but for this one I actually made more of a cel shaded character, so it's a lot easier. But we will be cutting up the layers at the end, so if you don't want to worry about keeping things on too many separate layers, you don't have to super worry very much about that right now, because I will talk to you about what you need to have for your layers a little bit later. So if you just want to make sure you're getting the drawing done and focusing on that, we can focus on the layers later. But do keep this in mind if you're trying to save some time in the later end of setting up your model. Next is to name your layers clearly, so you can name your layers with an underscore for a space between big words, and when you're doing left, you could use just an L. When you're using right, you can use just an R, or you can write out the whole word. It really depends on whatever naming system you want to use. It doesn't actually matter for Live 2D Cubism. Next, we'll talk about the symmetry. So you might want to use the symmetry tool if you're doing a straight on shot of your model. It'll help create balanced features so one eye is not looking small or awkward. We all know how hard it is to draw the other eye. And then you can tweak little parts for uniqueness if it's looking a little bit too symmetrical. Next, resolution super important, so you can work on a 3000 to 5. Pixel canvas for crisp details, and 300 DPI. Usually 72 DPI is what's used for digital screens. 300 is usually used if you're getting something printed. I like using 300 anyways if you have the extra space on your computer. Might as well, because who knows, you might want to use this model for merch, and you don't want it to be 72 DPI if you end up doing that. Next is layer folder, so grouping layers, keeping everything organized, which I have a whole system down here you'll be able to follow very easily. Next, high contrast around the face, so focus on high contrast where you want the viewer to be looking. Try to avoid weird high contrast around like an ear of your character or a piece of hair, and you can do that by changing your drawing to black and white to see where the heaviest contrast is. Keep that in mind when coloring your VTuber. Alright, so these are a lot of great helpful starter tips. Now, if you want to see an actual how I drew this 2D model behind the scenes, drop a comment below because I can do a speed paint and talk a little bit more about my process. But moving forward from that, I'm just going to hop and cut right to when we finish the art and start talking about how you cut up the layers. Here is cutting up the layers for Live 2D Cubism, Chapter 3. So now that you've drawn your character, we're going to be hopping into splitting up the layers. Now, I add this part a little bit later because managing this while you're drawing can become a nightmare. And the key here is that these highlighted colors are going to represent the folders, and then these bullet points are going to represent the name of the layer. So these are layers, these are folders. Your folders are just to help keep you organized. organized in your art program. First, we're going to go over the ears. So this is all layered in the exact order that I have it in my document. So let's go ahead and open this and look at ears. So I'm going to drop down the ears. You can color code your folders like mine. You can right click and click color, and that's how I did that. So for the ears, I'm going to go ahead and pull this apart, and you can see you want to basically take a lasso tool, so L on my keyboard for lasso tool, and separate the ear. There is a little bit of messiness around the edges here that you can clean up. Since this is kind of a quicker like test model for me, I'm just going to leave it for the purposes of this demo, but definitely make things as clean as you possibly can. If with a more complex live 2D model, something we would actually be doing, so you have a little bit of a better idea, is extending the part of the ear to be even bigger underneath. So we'd want this to almost be like a whole entire asset, because with a more complex model, something you're going to be doing is moving the asset around in these different kind of locations. So this is not happening in this model that we're making, since this is a very simplified version to learn live 2D. So normally we would have the ear actually behind the head, something like this, and when the head goes down, if she was making an expression where she was sad or something like that, we would want this part to be fully drawn out, right? So when you're starting to learn live 2D, a good rule of thumb and the best habit to get into is drawing full assets where you can see, what I like to call it is you can see the unseen, right? It's something you wouldn't normally see if you're just an illustrator. You don't need to draw the back of that ear, but when it comes to rigging something, you do need to be able to see all those different parts, because you're going to be moving it and weaving it. But for this simplified version, we're not going to need that. So here is the left ear and here is the right ear, and it looks like we have some weird fragments, so I'm actually glad that I grabbed this over here. Alright, now that I fixed those ears up, you'll separate them into ear L and ear R and the layers. So you can see here, ear R, it's going to be her right, our left, her right, and we're going to do that system for the entire model. Okay, next is the hair. So we're going to go ahead and split the hair into the bow. So again, normally you draw the whole part of that ear in a traditional model, but we don't need to for this one. The clips are separated, and the hair is one whole big piece. In a more advanced model, you'd separate each part like the different bangs and the different strands of hair. But in this case, we can draw the whole hair. Next, let's take a look at mouth. And I'll just go ahead and open the hair there so you can still see it. So for mouth, we're going to make sure we separate the line art. This is where it's a bit more crucial. So separate your line art, separate the tongue. So we got this, the line art, the back of the mouth, and the teeth. Okay, so we'll have those 4 different pieces, which is pretty traditional as well for a more advanced model. Next, we have the eyes. So for the highlights and the eyelashes, this is where it's going to be probably the most complicated for this model, since we're doing a full level of blinking. So I'm going to go ahead and open eyes, and you can see I have 2 micro folders here, IL, IR, and I'm just going to open one of these, and we'll just go through one of the eyes. So we're just going to go over her right eye for an example. So I have the top eyeliner, and each lash is separated into a different piece, as well as the bottom eyeliner. So here's all my different pieces here that you can see, and then she'll also have the eye white, which is separated, and any highlights you have. So I only have one big highlight in this case. If you have multiple, make sure they're on their own layer, and then the whole iris can be one whole piece. Now something to keep in mind is you want to kind of move this around to see what it's going to look like when she's looking left, right. So there's a good rule of thumb of something you can do to see what that's starting to look like. Make sure you put it back to where it's supposed to be when it's done. Okay, so we'll close that. Next we have eyebrow. Simple, very simple, and I'm actually just noticed we're going to move these on top of the hair because they're hiding behind the hair right now. I actually want them to be on top for this style of VTuber. So now we have the left eyebrow, right eyebrow. You can put the line art and the color, everything together for that. And then finally we have the head, which has the shadow, the line art, and the blush all on one. We're not going to be doing too much in-depth animating, so that will work for that. And then for the body, I'm doing the entire body on one layer. I'm not even separating the shirt and the bow. On a more advanced model, you'd separate each piece, like this bell, this bow, the shirt. You would possibly even have the bobas fully drawn out because you might have an outfit toggle switch or something like that. So again, this simplified model, we pretty much just have everything on the body in one whole layer there. And you see those gaps there? We're not going to worry about that because I'm not going to be animating these individual strands for this model. And there's what you'll do to begin cutting up your VTuber model. If you have any questions or confused, please drop a comment down below so I can help you out. Great, so now we're going to export our model to get it ready for live 2D cubism. So we'll go up to File, and you'll go Save As, and you want to save it as a PSD file. .p as in Parker, S as in sanitary, and D as in dog. No matter what drawing program you're using, with that list I mentioned earlier, and like I said, looking up to see if it can export this way, go ahead and save that out in a place you'll remember, and we'll have that ready for the beginning of the next video. Congratulations, you're already crushing it. Let's keep this momentum going by setting
Hello there.
Well, hello there, Jim. It's quite quiet in here, I have to say. Damn, that resolution though. But it's just our guide. Because I trace. And I don't give a hell if you have a problem with that. Yes! Okay. Now let the thing actually start. I probably need to plug in my drawing first. Research has been done. So now it's... Oh my gosh. Is it not going in? It's what she said. Oh no, wait, that's what he said. Oh, damn it. Okay. So I got my trusty little pen with me. Should we make a reference folder as well, since we have so many freaking folders? And I don't know how to spell reference, so I'm just gonna say ref. Okay. No, I guess we can start with the body. I still split it into separate pieces. Because I do want the skirt to move. So I'm going to do more folders. We do caps. No, wait, that's not what I wanted to do. And script. Technically, shirt should be on top of the script. Oh, you know what? I want to make another one for belts. I'm gonna animate this thing to hell and back, okay? Okay. Let's put you here. Make you a new layer. Okay, awesomes. Okay, we're actually getting there. This picture is just too low. Oh, she's already cut off. My grip. Okay, anyway. So, another thing. This is left, and this is right. We should jot that down. Why are we using edge pen? Just give me normal pen. Nice and big. So, probably help if I'm holding it the right way. Okay, so this is left. This is right. Wait, I'm using the sharp now. Damn it. Just a normal pen. A much bigger piece. Left. Right. I have never written an R like that. I am so proud of myself. I don't know what I just did. Okay. Now. Right leg. Do we do really thin line art? No. Also, I kind of like this different colored line arts. Did I do that? Can we just do this? Yes. Yes. I am going to be working off this lot, and I do not care. Oh my gosh, if I get good. Also, do we have a symmetry thing in this? I think we do have a symmetry pen, but it's not the symmetry pen I'm looking for. I don't think we have a symmetry. Oh, we just copy and paste it. We just focus on one and copy and paste it. This is right. Okay. Okay, let's first of all get our base. Oh my gosh, I haven't drawn in a long time. Is that clear? And that's not such a big canvas as well. Okay, that works. Kind of. Over here it fucks up a little bit though. Not as big now. just gonna correct this little word. Need more depth. About her legs looking like it's broken. Okay, that's better. Just to fix this part. Yeah, that works. Okay. And then... oh, come on. I know, I have a better idea. Just do... and then erase the part. Yes. Pro tip. Right there. Okay, now here... let's merge these two. Now her shoe comes like this. Now I'm gonna follow this. Make it my own just a little bit. If I can. Okay, I got this. Okay, I got this. Maybe I should do it in sections. I don't think I got this. Okay, that's good. That's not good. That's much better. No. No. Closer. No. Yes. Just this tiny bit right over here. That's why I'm going to be catching some Pokemon, because why not? Okay. So there's that. Let me just take a look at this little part. Is this... no. What is this then? Oh well. Just gotta erase carefully then. At least it's a chibi, so it doesn't have that high definition stuff. See, this works. It's gonna look better, okay? I should add the straps maybe next. Let's see. Okay. It needs to be more square. Okay, I got this. I got this. I got this. Okay. I got this. I have got this. Oh my gosh, I don't got this. Okay, I think I got this again. I need to find a different strategy. Okay, I know to make one that's good. If I can make one that's good, I can copy paste it to the rest. That's too much. Can I do something with a symmetry pen? Rotation symmetry. 2. Woo! Okay, I don't think that works. I don't have the right thing. Wait a second. Wait a second. I know the one. This might actually be crazy enough to work. It's to be more, and this one needs to be more. Okay, that's maybe too much. That's almost there. Wait, well, what if I turn it a bit? To get better flow. Oh my gosh, this is how you draw shoelaces. Oh my gosh, I go and figured it out. I just need to get the spacing even. Also, why am I making this not green? Oh wait, that's the wrong one. This one. Green. That's the wrong way. Perfect. Let's make this one still like this, and these ones like these. Does that look right? Oh, that looks hella right. Oh, hells yeah. Can I, with this trick, add the souls as well? Okay, okay, this is not working. Okay, let's try this differently. Okay, what about we add a layer beneath this? Hear me out. Almost. 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 Is that good? I think I did it. Imagine me erasing the wrong part now. Like that. Okay, well, we can basically just fill that in with normal pen, though. Woo. Not sharp pen. Oh my gosh. I like it. I like it. Picasso. Okay, now. Now. I like this color. This skin colorish thing. Also, I should put this in here. And then merge them. New layer. Below. Okay, now that we have this, we're just gonna first do this, and then this, and dark. Ooh, wait a second. There we go, that's much better. What happened there? I think that's cute so far, right? Okay, I think that is actually hella cute though. I think I did good. I don't know if you can see what type of shoe it should be, but it works for me. I think I should have made this thing a bit wider though. This part. So let's go in there with the e-reader. Go, and then just get the flat pen up in here, and then just do a little bit wider. Perfect. And then on this one, it goes into this. Perfect. That'll also work much better with the shading I have in mind. Nice. Okay. The problem though, the shading. Shading is gonna be a work in progress. So we're gonna leave this like this. No, we're gonna save this separately. And then we are gonna work on it afterwards. So both of these gets copied and gets pasted in here. Okay, maybe one by one. Copy and paste in here, and copy and paste in here. And then these two get taken. Wait, I can just select the whole folder. It's taken and gets flipped. Perfect. Okay, and then we take out our little character, and then we just move it to the right position so that it's nice and symmetrical-ish. It'll get there. It'll get there. Okay, so these are the legs. I think they're looking good. I think I actually did quite a good job. I'm kind of proud of myself. Okay, anyway, so legs are done. Now the arms, and I cannot see them. And I'm not good at drawing arms. So, or do we do the body first? No, we have to do the arms first, actually. Do we even do the body? The body's not necessary, is it? We're gonna ignore the body for now and see if the others make up for it. Okay, so right arm, it's this one. Okay. Right arm and hand, technically. Okay. Why does this not? Okay, there we go. Okay. Do we do the arm and shoulder? Do we do separate pieces of the arm? I think we need to do separate pieces. Because why not have like 1,000 things, you know? I think it's better. Oh wait, I forgot to say R. R. And then what do you call the bicep thing? Bicep. I'm just gonna bicep. Bicep. R. Okay. All of these also needs to... Wait, I don't have to copy them because we don't move them there. Okay, so let's start with the hand. Okay. Let's start with that. We're gonna use this template again. So we're gonna make it a bit like, oh, why is it not? Okay, we're gonna try that again. I need to imagine there's nothing here, so this would go like... no, let's do this first. And then we do this part. That looks like a chibi hand, right? That's not some kind of weird-ass thing, right? That's a chibi hand, right? Right? Okay. That's good enough. Okay, and then... does the... wait a second. The bicep needs to come from the shoulder. So it's the shoulder and then that part. Why is she kind of broken? Wait. I first need to draw the whole thing. Otherwise I won't be able to do this. Okay. That's a basic guideline. Okay. So it comes from the shoulder and then to somewhere. Okay. I think the bicep is until here-ish. I think that's about where the bicep ends. And then this. Is that working? And then the forearm. She just hella chunk, okay? She just needs to go find cardio. Can I flip this and change the angle, please? What is this? Yes, that's better. There we go. Oh my gosh, that actually works. Oh my gosh, it works. Oh my gosh, I gone done it. I did it. I did a thing. Oh, it actually looks like an arm. Oh my gosh, it actually looks like an arm. Okay. Now just to clean it up a bit. Let's first clean up the bicep area because here, that looks kind of broken as hell. Let's take it from there to there. Ooh. 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 What have I done? There we go, that's much better. Up there a bit. this looks fine, but clean up here a bit. Clean up the lines a bit. There we go. That works, right? But that part is a little bit too long, I think. It can go to here, and then the forearm can stop here. It's too much. Because your arm does make that kind of bend, I think. Okay, the forearm, I want to put a little... That's not what I meant. Like this to show where the elbow is. Yes, that works. Maybe that's a little too much. Yeah, that's fine. That works well, I think. I don't know how this is going to turn out, guys. Pray for me. Okay, and then over here, let's do that. Work a bit on the hand. That should be fine. That looks like an arm, right? Kind of looks like a fish's arm, if I'm being honest. But it could be worse. Yeah, then. Now. The bicep, the hand, and the arm are gonna move separately. So I need to remember what they said about turning it and stuff like that. So, let's start with the hand. Under layer. Wait, let's first see where it ends. Yes. Wait, is it wrong? There we go. That's better. There we go. Okay, and then we can just fill it. Perfect. Okay, now we take this one. We take in where that hand is going. We hide it, and we do this. More like a ball joint, you know? And then we see where the bicep ends. So this can be a nice little round part. Okay, and voila! That is the forearm. Okay, and then we now add on the bicep. Thing ready, and we hide this. So this would go nicely into here. And then this part is going to be confusing, so we just do that. Okay! That should be fine, right? It works. It works, right? Wait, I need to fix this a bit. Fix this just a little bit. There you go. Oh, this is because of the bicep. Okay, no, that's fine then. That's fine. We can live with that. We can live with that tiny problem. Okay. Now, we're gonna take all of these, and we're gonna copy them over to this one. Oh, shit. Copy this over to this. Damn it. Damn it, Daniel. Okay. Let's make... hand out. And then another one. With forearm out. And then another one for the bicep out. Yes. Yeah, and then this. Copy this. Paste it. Copy this. Paste it. Done with forearm. Copy this. Paste it. Copy this. Paste it. Forearm is done. And copy this. Paste it. Copy this. Paste it. That one's done. Now, if I close this and I hide this, then there should still be one. Yay! Because it is mirrored. Wait a second. One thing I didn't think about is actually properly mirroring this thing. Because the one I have is kind of at an angle. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We need to figure this out before we do that. Let's make this. And then do this. Okay. Okay, so skirt's gonna be here. This is the middle. Let's get this line in the middle. Perfect. Here. It's here. 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 That should work for now, right? That should work for now. Okay. For that part, anyway. Okay. Now. Back to what we were doing. So this was here and that was there. Wait a second. Okay. That actually looks fine. That'll do, right? That looks symmetrical. Doesn't it? It's a bit off. That looks right. Okay. Perfect. Oh my gosh. This is more difficult than I thought it would be. Okay. So there we have our arms. Now next is the skirt. The skirt's always the easy part. And we are gonna use the guy from okay, let's hide the legs and the arms. The body we haven't done anything to, so we're not gonna hide that quite yet. Okay, now the skirt. I actually love the skirt that they have here. So I'm gonna use it and adapt it just a little bit. Okay. So let's go. Let's turn this off firstly. Okay, firstly, it's gotta come out from it needs to be like this. Am I gonna do this mirror image again? No, I can't. Okay. Let's just start somewhere and go for it. Right? What's the worst that can happen? Okay. I'm gonna do it from this. That's about the same height, right? Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna do this. Okay. That's might be a bit too much. I'm gonna do this. Still too much. Okay, and then that is not it. That is definitely not it. Okay. How do I do this? I remembered how to do this, and then I forgot. It's like... Oh my gosh. Wait. How do you do this again? It's like an S. And then the one goes down. And there... Okay. I think I got it. Or like a bit of it at least. So it goes like this. And then here it goes like this. And then it goes into another pleat. And then it repeats. Yeah, I can do this. I think I remember. That might be a little bit too revealing though, so we might need to do it from here. Here. No, I can't see the line. Go away. Oh no! We're going goof. Wait. Wait, I got it. No, it needs to be more like this. Yes! Is that work? No, it needs to be sharper at this one and then less at that one. Yes, there we go. There we go. That's how you do it. Okay, and then just a line down here. Wait, it's gotta go like this. Am I a genius yet? Maybe squish this one a little more. How does this... Yeah, this works, right? Right, is that logical? It is, isn't it? Maybe it shouldn't be that big. Maybe it should be just a little bit less. I know how to do this. Maybe it should be like, yes, that might work. That might work. There we go. Okay, and then nope. Copy this whole part. Move it over just a little. Go down a bit. Why does this not work? Should be like this. Yeah, that's how it works. This part is... Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna just wing it now. This is how I do art. Wait, do I flip it and start it from the other side? Yes. And then I copy this side now. And then it goes here. Perfect! Did I do a thing? Does this actually look any good? I mean, it's something. We get our reference back here, and then we just need the last one. So we're gonna merge all of these. I'm creating a layer. This one goes on top. This one we do. See, now this part is not the next problem. You think I can do this? That doesn't look right. This doesn't look right. I think I made it too far on this side. Cancel. Oh, wait. Okay. So what about I do make it go there instead? Oh, it's so close. But I can probably transform this, right? Ah, it doesn't look the same as that side. My OCD is taking over, guys. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Now. Let's see. This. Flip that. Now we're gonna position this perfectly. Wait, that no, it doesn't make sense. Okay, it's okay. We can fix it. We can fix it. Okay, so we remove this part. This one, instead of going up, it would go back into itself. So it would go like this. Yes. I wanna do that on this side as well, actually. Perfect. I think that works. How's it looking on our legs? Perfect. Oh, that's actually perfect. Yeah, that's actually perfect. We can make the legs even a bit shorter, actually, because that's a lot. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, now for the fun stuff, the coloring part. So we can merge all of these down. Then I'm just gonna see the inside of it, but we still need to make. Can we just make this? That's it now. No, actually, we can't do that because do we just take it with the color? I think that would be the best idea. Let's turn this off and then let's get reference color in here. And then we be dramatic as hell. Since this doesn't have anything on yet. And layer 69. Oh, so that's cool. This doesn't have to be perfect because this is just the boundary, I guess you can call it. Okay. Good enough. Okay. And then color that in. Okay, then we're gonna take a bit darker for all of these. No. Wait. Yes. Yes, we are. So that there's even more contrast. Perfect. This looks strange. Oh well. Could be worse. But it does that at everyone, so it should be fine. Okay. So that is our skirt. But now. I'm gonna need another layer. And this is gonna be a very experimental layer because I am gonna need to do this exactly so that I can get the same width every single time. So we're gonna need to outline this whole thing with this little tool. And then I can't use my pen, I'm gonna need to use my mouse so that we get uniform strokes and not varying thickness. So that we can then add a trim. I just realized I'm being stupid because each one of these is going to go into that part, so I need to do this piece and then this all on different layers, but that's okay, we can do that. Oh, nice, much better than that. Yeah, this will do. That's maybe too much. Like this, a little bit more. Let's do 200. Okay, so we go like this until there. No, this is not working. The other thing is we also forgot to add in little lines there. What was my pen at the whole time? 6? 8? Yeah, it could be 8. Okay, so we need to add in little lines that go like whoosh, whoosh. Actually, like this. Oh yeah, that makes a big difference to it, doesn't it? I actually think I need to redo this first one. And it'll let go at the end. Oh yes, that works. Okay, so it's just like whoosh. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. And now it also looks less symmetrical in a good way. Yeah, I like that. Now, this kind of makes it easier. Because now, I can add it here, erase this part. Add it here, erase this part. Yes. Okay, let's see, back to the green. Make it 200. And I go like this, up until there. And then I just erase everything else. Ooh, too much. Oh, this might take some time and dedication, but It'll make sure that the trim is the same the whole thing through. New one. New one. Okay, now we add a different layer. We go back to the pen. We do this again. Perfect. I didn't. What's that little? What's there? There it goes. Okay. And then we erase this part. And since this part is higher, we don't have to really worry that much about it. Perfect. Yeah, it's gonna be perfect. Okay. Now we add a new layer. Going back and forth I think helps a bit. Okay, now I need to do both sides. What's that at least? And then like this. That part, and then just remove this blob. Okay, on to the next part. And we add a new layer, and we do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Why are you not? Oh, because I'm not using. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Erasing, erasing, erasing. I think this looks nice. I think it's working. We'll just merge these down to save space. So there's fine. Oop, I went too far. There we go. Yeah, I think this is looking nice. It's looking pretty 3D, not gonna lie. So why haven't I started turning it yet? So much easier. There we go. Almost done with this trim. Oh, wait. Was going so well. Oh no. It's still going well. I corrected it. So it's okay. There we go. Skirt is all done without cheating it anyway. Now we can just... These are the lines. So we want to merge down from here. But also keeping the trim and the black separate. Because we are going to add shading later. Because why not? Okay, perfect. Oh my gosh. Why is this so much effort? Okay, the belt I'm going to need to do last. Okay, but now for the shirt. Now for the shirt, I'm going to need to see the arms and the skirt. This looks... What is this? What is that? Oh my god, what is that? Okay, maybe I can use her too. Because, oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, sure. First layer. You know I'm going to need to do the body. Because the body is going to need to... Oh, this one. The body is going to need to be the neck. Right? I think. Okay. So the body is the neck. Officially. Okay, we were on 8 or something. Maybe we were on 10. Let's just work on 10 from now. Okay. Black bits. To make it like this. Almost. Okay, I think that's close enough. There's this little black part sticking out from the arm. But is this left or right? Is this left or right? I don't know. It's right, okay. It's the right side. Bicep line art. Perfect. Okay, then we're gonna need to do that for the left as well, but first... Oh, this thing is off center. How far do I go? Is that center? Wait, I need my lines again. Oh, cancel. Cancel. Show me my lines. And then let's try again. I think that's about right. Wait, cancel again. Okay, it's about that much. Okay. One more time. So it's gonna be that much about. Like that. Okay, that works. Okay, and then we need the bicep left. This one. Okay. Perfect. So that's the neckline, and then what is this? Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Okay. We're gonna have to color this in. Okay, so this is the one side and that's the other side, so that's fine. Then below that is the color. Now we're gonna make a nice little round thing here. Oh my gosh. Nice little round thing here. Like the dolls have, right? And then over here, we're just gonna fill in that part. Then we're gonna hide the arms. And then we're gonna connect these parts. Come on. I got this. I got this. I can draw a circle. See? See, I can. I can do that. Okay, and then just the same on the other side. But for that, we can cheat a little. I just want to see. Yes. That works well. Okay. I wonder if this doesn't make God too far. Okay. Anyway. Let me take this. Copy paste. Flip. Flip. Do a flip. That's close enough. It's close enough. Close enough. Okay. And we hide our guide again. And then we just... Oh my gosh, this is terrifying. Okay! This is absolutely terrifying. What is this? Okay. Please show the arms again. Yes, this looks less terrifying now again. This is freaking me out. There we go. Better. Now for the shirt. I just use this guide instead. Okay, also pro tip they said is to give Booba separate space. No, we are a chibi, so I don't know if we're gonna have to go like chibis can have boobs, right? Right? Okay, the hubby says chibis can't have boobs, so chibis have boobs now. Oh, this thing's not equal. Oh well, it's close enough. Wait, I can still fix it. Wait. This left side. Oh my gosh, I'm fixing it. Oh my gosh, what is the sorcerer? Oh my gosh, I fixed it. This is weird as hell. Okay. So we continue now. Now, we're gonna need the straps and the shirt. So, let's focus on the straps first, because I think that's easier. Let's do under and over. The undershirt and the overshirt. Yes. The undershirt is not going to be a full shirt, but doesn't matter. No, it does not, because I say so. Okay. Now we're gonna say black, and we're going to be like... Perfect. That's the skinny. I don't like that. Maybe this part should come straight up more. Like this, and this part. Like that. Yes. Okay. Show me my reference. Okay, the reference is off center as hell. So we're gonna make this lighter. Just a bit. Now we're gonna move our frickin' reference, because why the hell not? So that I can see where her collar is. Okay. Now that I can see where her collar is, let's try this again. Okay. Older shirt should go from shoulder to shoulder. Like that works. Okay. Perfect. Now that I have that, I can work on the undershirt. Head over. Where does the over go? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, perfect. Not that much, but it doesn't matter. I don't think so. Okay. Then no, we don't copy this one yet. This make the body right again, because we already saw what we needed to see. Say what you need to say, and let the words fall out. That's not how it goes. We can use the reference color. Yes. Okay. Move that one up, move this one, and then this. There we go. Perfect. Now we can copy this over. The full layer. Copy, paste, flip. Do a flip. I just need to get this on the right position. Why is this not working? And yes, it basically is our bra. Does anybody have problems with that? Oh my gosh, it looks so short! Okay. Okay. So that's the under. Now the over. Let's hide the under. What even is this? An empty layer? It goes now. Okay, over. We got that one. Now we need a new layer. That is what. Yes. Exactly. Okay, and then first things first. Oh, damn, that's the wrong color. Do we make the boobs separate? Do we make a party? I kind of like the go. That could be. That could be it. And then another one goes off from the middle. Like that. Isn't that too low, maybe? Let's get the reference back in here. Okay. And from here to here. Here. A little bit more. Oof. Like that? Yeah, that works. Okay, perfect. Thank you, reference. Okay, she do be looking kind of thick though now. Okay, that is fine. We love a good thick lady. Okay, so this one, this one. You guys can march down, and then transform, flip. I guess little flip. Why are they not lining up? That's fine. That's fine. It adds a little bit of dimension, doesn't it? A little bit of showing something else there, you know? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Okay. Also, I forgot about the... We're gonna need some sleeves. But only tiny sleeves. Yes. Or do we leave it like that instead? So that there's more movement for the arm. Or do we add this to the arm? Because technically, the shirt is part of the arm. So the sleeve needs to go with the arm. What is this? Or do I just make a really puffy sleeve? Yes, I think that's a better idea. So we just make... That doesn't look right. That looks better. Okay, and then we copy over this part. From VT flip and to the other side. Perfect. Okay. Then we just gotta do the bottom part. It's not that hard, we just need to line up two pieces. We can do it as rough as we want, as long as they line up. Even remotely. Because I suck at this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna draw a thing, and then I'm going to transform it. That works. That's close enough. Oh my gosh. Maybe just turn it up right again. So we're gonna take this. Transform it. Get it mix up and down. And then we're just gonna clean up the edges. Then. Perfect. She looks so hella chunk. She looks hella chunk. Okay. Me calling my own character chunk. Well, she just fits with me, okay? Because I'm also chunk. Okay. What's your problem? Okay, we're gonna hide the rest. And then we're gonna color this. It's all chunk. Is it supposed to be like this? Oh, that's actually kind of cute though. Oh, I'm kind of liking this. Why is this turning out so good? I'm so proud of myself. Okay, so that's the over and the undershirt with the skirt. Oh, she hella chunk. With the body and the arms and the legs. She looks hella chunk. I think I made a mistake by making the shirt that high. I think the shirt is too high. I think I'll go full tilt. Okay. We can fix this. We can fix this. Wait, let's keep the legs and make it go to the legs. Okay. How do I do this? We also need to see the skirt though. Wait, we need to see the shirt lightly. And then we need to see the skirt. Yes, this works. Okay, I have an idea. But is it gonna work? We're gonna need to take this one. And then... how is this gonna work? Is this working? Okay, and now all hell is gonna break loose. Oh, this is not working. It's not working. here. Okay. And we're gonna make the skirt a bit shorter. Like narrower, not shorter. I see here. So that should be fine. This should be fine. Okay. Then cover this up. We take the skirt. We make the shirt less visible. We select the whole ass skirt. Transform the whole thing. And just there, roll. Without showing the legs. Where's the legs? That should be fine. I can actually lessen the effect of the legs. So like from here, legs get annihilated. Perfect. Okay. And now we just make everything nice and clear again. I should make this skirt shorter as well, actually. Does that work? I think that's actually perfect. It might be a little bit to the side, actually. That looks better. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, perfect. Body and arms. Is that... I don't know, she still looks kind of chunk. But chibis are chunk, aren't they? Oh well. That'll do. Okay, then, now for the head. First problem we have is making this thing symmetrical. So, because this reference doesn't look straight on. Also, how's it gonna work with the turning? I don't get that. Okay. But that's a problem for another day. Right now, we move this head back up a bit. And we made a head from straight on. So what about... Yes, I do it side by side. Each side on its own again. And then mirror image. Where's the head? Why's the head so down? So plain. Head needs to be there. It needs to be the back. Okay. I can do this. I can totally do this. I got this. I'm a pro. I'm a pro. I'm so not pro. Okay. What is this? What is already here? Nothing. Nothing. You lied to me. Okay. This is gonna take a few tries. Okay. That works better. Oh no, I messed up here. Just gotta... Does that work? I just gotta get it on the... right there. Okay, perfect. And then... to erase this part. Okay, and then... let's... what's this gonna do there? Oh, I got my face lined up. How the hell does this work? How short is a chibi's face? Okay, this does not work. Nope. Try again. Come on. Okay, that's good enough. That is as much as I'm going to give it. Okay. Let's first transform it. So it should be here. It's gonna come over the body, so that's fine. So it is here. Okay, perfect. Then move where it goes all wobbly. I don't care if I have a double chin. Do a flip. Hide the reference. Let me see what I'm working with. Oh my gosh, that actually works. Okay. Now, this whole thing I can move up if I need to. Let's see if we move it just... yeah, that works. Okay. Now, the big old dome. It's different layer. Big old dome. Oh my gosh. Turn the dome a bit. The big old dome. Perfect. Body and reference as well for now. There we go. Perfect. Show the reference and show the body. Oh my gosh, is it working yet? Okay. Now for the... now for everything else. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Now for the actual complicated part. Okay. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. Let's use this face as a reference. we're gonna take this. That's wrong button. We're gonna take this. We're gonna... oh my gosh. Okay, first cancel that. We're gonna move it to the top. Okay, and then... wait. Say okay, but then we need to make visibility plus. Then we'll do it again. To get the perfect locations and whatnot. Retransfer. Okay, that works, right? That is relatively symmetrical. It is not. How is this not symmetrical? Why is my head on skew? Let's get the center. So let's see. This one touches at 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. My head is skewed. Wait, 1, 2, 3. It's a bit skewed. Not that much, but it is a bit. But every bit counts, I guess. Why is this not center? Because she's turned, isn't she? Oh my gosh. How do I do this? Okay, well, I guess that's as close as I'm gonna get. Spiders. I'm gonna have to redraw all of this as well. That's the saddest thing. Okay. Actually gonna look with her mouth closed. Oh, her mouth just very far down. That's actually a thing. Okay. Okay. Now. Let's do eyebrows first. Okay. I've always liked these little... Can I turn a bit? Can I turn this off? These eyebrows that... Ooh. Ooh. Why am I not seeing this? Oh, because it's white. Okay. We try that again. So I've always liked these eyebrows. I go a bit like... Oh well, I guess that works as well. It's just an eyebrow. Eyebrow. Wait, I only have a bit left in it. Is this left? Yes, it is. Okay, great. This color. That's one eyebrow. Now, to move it to the other other side. Oh wait, I need to. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't need shading, does it? And do a flip. I'm like, oh no, I go fucked up. Okay, there we go. The other side. Okay. You are left, right? Yes. Okay. You are either or. Let's go! Okay, eyebrows weren't that hard. See, I can do this. I can do this. Okay. Eyebrows are done. Let's just deselect. Oh, the eyes! The eyes, the eyes, the eyes. But I just have permanent closed eyes. The eye whites anyway needs to go under. Yeah, like that. Okay. We're gonna do all the sides first, and then we're gonna switch them around. Okay, so let's do the right eyelid first. Let's work as if this was the open eye. As if this was the open eye. That's terrifying. Okay. So that's not good. And the eye white. Wait, the eyelid needs to be on top of the eye white. Okay, we have the right side, yes. So we need to do the right side with white. Oh shit, here we go! That looks less terrifying. I think I'm doing a good job. Okay. Now I'm terrified for this part. This has to be on top. This is the largest down. Yeah, okay. That has to be on top. Okay. Save me. Okay. Now I get a green. We need help. Could we hide this for 1 sec? Thank you. Okay, now show it again. Okay. Will that thing still be there if we do this? No! Did I even do the cap pupil thing? Or do I just do... No, I'm gonna do pupil. Oh. It's getting dangerous up in here. Oh shit. There we go. That looks terrifying without highlights. Okay, which brings us to the highlights. Hey yo, how you doing? How you doing? Ultratronic. That is a very interesting name. Love it. Okay, and then we're going to do some light ass highlights. Alright, start off one over here. And I'm just doing this so that I can still have the same thing for the smudge. So I'm gonna make smaller this time, because I have learned my lesson. Or not. Okay, this is not working. And then I want to put one down. here as well. Even lighter. Your art is looking great. Oh, thank you. I don't know what I'm doing. I honestly do not know what I'm doing. I am trying. I have no idea what I'm doing. I am literally winging it. And then I want another small one over here. Just a tiny boy. Oh, it's so close to being filled in. There we go. And then this one we do a bit bigger, and then we take the door. There we go. That's perfect. How's that? That works, right? Maybe I should make the opacity less. Yes, that looks nice. Do I just erase it with 20? No, that won't work, will it? No, I just need to make the opacity 80. There we go. Oh, this looks horrible. Oh, and I am using, like, things, I guess. Okay. So now, to copy all of this over. Now we have our little guide over here. Okay. I'm gonna copy over one by one. Okay. Copy, paste. Go up there, and then we flip, and wait, can I do? No, it doesn't do that. Damn it. Okay. I think like this. That's about equal, right? Okay. Next, the eyelid. We copy that over too. Why can't we just copy? Wait, can we? No, that is not working. Okay, we do need to copy it over one by one. Okay, well, we need to do the white again then. Flip. Move it this side. That's about right? That's about half. Put more this way. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that goes up here and then it goes down. Okay, now this one. I don't know what this one is. We ignore it. Okay, eyelid. Copy and wait. Wait, I think I know what this one is. Let's hide the right eyelid. And then that's not one. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. We don't leave it now. Okay. Anyway, copy, paste, move up here. Let's hope for the best that we can line this up. Okay, it's right on there. I think that's good. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, next. Okay, you are supposed to go down there. So you copy and paste. You go up here and you transform. And we do a flip. Just because. And then now I need to get you the perfect position. Oh my gosh, this is looking kind of freaky though. Perfect position. So do we have anything to work off of? Just make sure it looks straight. Oh, that does not look right. I think it's not looking straight. I think it needs to be inner. I think it needs... I don't... Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, that looks better. It's a little soulless, but it could be worse, right? Okay, and this one, we just copy over, and we paste it straight like that. And we move it over to this one because the shines should be the same. It should not be symmetrical or asymmetrical or whatever. And then we need it on 20. Oh, wait. Erase this one. Found a solution. Okay. And then make this 80. And then stop. Perfect. Okay! I did it! I done it! Okay. Now for the eyelashes. Okay. I am scared for this part. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm literally scared for this part. Because this has like 4 parts to it, I think she said. That's the eye. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the eyeliner? Where is it where she moves the eye around? Okay. So she has the bottom, the top, and the lashes. I already did the bottom, so I just do the top and the lashes. We do the right side again. Okay, so this one. The other thing is, how's this thing going blink? I don't know how this is going to work. They don't really show the last step, so I don't know. Seems very new to me. Okay, we can make it a bit smaller though. Okay, let's just... Wait, no, we need to do it round. Round until there. Round. That works. Okay. And then this part is one part. Why is the highlights over there? The highlights need to go under the eyelash? Right? That's how it works, right? Okay, also, why am I not just filling this? Is that not black? Why is this not black? Oh no! Oh no! I gone goofed. Eyelash. Okay. Okay, then I have absolutely no confidence in myself to pull this off, actually. So close. So close. Why am I not just turning it? This way's better. Okay. Another one. Ask me if this is working and I will not be able to tell. Okay, so that's my eyelashes. How is this looking? Okay, okay, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. Wait, where to? Oh, okay, there it is. Do a flip! And now to get this... Wait. Like that? Is that it? Yay! Look at that! Oh, okay. It's actually looking kind of cute though. When you zoom out, it's actually kind of cute. Are the arrows supposed to be in different? Okay, well, I'll just accept it. I'll accept it. Okay. Eyes are done. Mouth can't be that hard. Oh damn! I need to make it open. Hey Laser, how you doing? Oh, it's almost there though. I'm doing so good. I'm doing so good. Look at it. It's so cute though. Good, and how about you? I'm doing good too. Wait, I forgot something. Oops, I think the dress was different. Okay, it's good. We can fix that later. Okay, the mouth. This just looks derpy. So I'm gonna make it less. I'm gonna move it down a bit so that it looks less derpy. Like this. Okay, mouth lines. Now I just need to make a face. I don't know if this is gonna work. Like, how does this work? This doesn't make sense to me yet. Big ol' smile. That's not equal though. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Just need to fix up here a bit. Oh, that's a lot. That works better. Okay. The back of the Get a mouth. Get this. There we go. Easy. Tongue. No, that looks too purple. Does it look purple? It looks purple. Still looks too purple. What? Oh, it's better. Oh, back up. Yeah, darker. Isn't there supposed to be one with the mouth open and one with the mouth closed? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, and then the teeth. Do I need to put teeth in this thing? Oh. I guess I can also go with like that. What is this? I don't know how this thing's gonna work. I don't know how this thing's gonna work. Should I test it without the hair just to see what it does? Cause I don't know how this is gonna work. But I'm really confused. So I cannot... do we just do on the desktop and be like 2D tutor. Okay, and then what do... There's a next video on this thing. What is the next video? Can you link the next video? Oh, here's part 2 of 4.
Hello, Gems. This is episode 204 in the Make an Easy Live 2D VTuber model in 1 week series. Let's do a quick overview.
Does it use AI to blink?
Episode 1. In the last episode, you collected inspiration for your model as well as creating a mood board or a collection of mood boards.
Yeah, I don't need previously on. I'm really confused of how this is gonna work.
And the former setup. Upon launch, you'll be shown a pop-up menu choosing how you want.
Live 2D. Is that the thing? Wait, where do I get this Abby in? Is it on Steam? Live 2D. Is this it? Live 2D. No, this is not it. This is not it. How do I use this thing? What program do I use? Live 2D. Free. What is this? I'm clicking on links that I do not know. This is a very smart idea, right? Live 2D Cubism. Free trial. Is there like a... Live 2D. Free. No, wait. Free alternative. What is your answer? Let's search them. Mochi. Okay. No? Okay. What's the one that Cheeky always uses? I think I have it too. Wait. Give me tools and just no. Give me software. Yes. Is this it? Yes, it is. It is. Okay. I wonder if this is how it works. Oh my gosh. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm doing. Well, I think this qualifies for part 2 because like I am downloading now. So yeah, I will maybe send screenshots on the Discord, but until then, I think this is gonna be called a day. So hells yeah, let's see how it goes next time. See ya.